lights, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go, go, go. Unbelievable stuff there. Absolutely brilliant here. Brilliant. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant here. Unbelievable stuff there. We got 2 in the bed there. We've got 3 in the bed moment here. Unbelievable stuff there. What a move! What a...
Good evening everyone and welcome to the CWC Racing League. This is the Casual Weekday Championship for the F1 League. I am your host with the most, Malk. As you can see, we're at the glorious race of the French Grand Prix at the Paul Ricard track. So it should be quite interesting to find out what's going to happen at this evening, to be fair. So it should be a classic because there's going to be lots of overtakes and there's going to be a lot of, well, there'll be a lot of corner cutting. So these guys are going to have to manage this perfectly as well. So, yeah, it's good to be back in the commentary box. Just waiting for the confirmation to start with the qualifying. Hopefully the guys have got their numbers for the car numbers set up, because I've got the graphics, as you've seen last week, I've got the graphics to sort out as well. But just in case if you're not sure who we're watching, I will always put the name at the top right hand side so you can see who we're actually watching during the race or the qualifying as well, so you guys know what's going to happen. I want to say a massive thank you to LeagueRacing TV channel for the live streaming of the CWC Racing League for F1 and F2. F2 is also live and exclusive for you guys right here, right now, at this very moment in time. So here we go, guys. We're going to go straight to the drivers and constructors table. I'm so sorry if the points are a little bit squished. I try to get all the drivers in at the table itself. So at the moment, Cameron, out of nowhere, he was saying to himself that he was somehow still in the lead after that epic battle as well. So it should be there. Should be a good stuff, to be fair. So, and then you got Cameron. It looks like Cameron is in first with 59 points. So Bandit or King, it's in second with 48, I think it is. Alonso is in third with 41 points. Snookster's in fourth with 32. Robin is in fifth with 29 points. Ninja is in 6th with 28 points. Jamie is in 7th with 25. Leroy is a reserve. His only win was at the Spanish Grand Prix with 25 points. Mikey's in 9th with 24 points. Vezia, if that's how you pronounce it, is in 10th as a reserve in 16 plus, and the rest are under 16 points. And just a recap for the guys who are on the constructor standings as well. So Carlsberry is in Carlsberry's team is the Ferrari team of Carlsberry, and Cameron is in first with 69 points, joint with Alpine, with Alonso and Robin. So those two guys, the outsiders of the constructors, they're doing a still have a job, to be fair. Bandit or King and Kieran McDonald is in third with the Red Bull car with 52 points. The Aston Martin of Chiza and Ninja is in fourth with 44 points. And then Jamie and Echo is in, or Echo Meister, as I remember back in the day, is in fifth with 41 points. And the rest are under 41 points. So hopefully we'll try and get that in as quickly as possible. But guys, we're about to start the qualifying. And it's raining. And it's absolutely raining cats and dogs at the French Grand Prix. So that is insane. Now, I'm just going to put the graphics up. So, just bear with me a sec, guys. I'm so sorry. So, there we go. Hopefully it's all loaded up. Right. It looks like we've got 19 drivers in tonight, so bear with me a sec, guys. I'll just try and make sure I get this right. There we go. So Kaya is in the wrong number, or whatever number they're supposed to be in. So King, who's in second place at the moment, is just coming out in the intermediate tyres, and it looks like there's quite a few drivers already out for their laps as well. So let's have a look at King. So King is at the moment 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Kieran D is in the right car, Bivezia. Right. Unfortunately, guys, I'm going to have to take off the graphics because some of the drivers haven't got their numbers right, and it will look a bit daft, as you see on screen. So I am so sorry about this, guys. It's just out of my control. 13th is Haggis, Giletto, Crawford. Well, Eckermeister is in 88. Well, actually, let's have a look at Eckermeister, or Crawford as I would say. He will be in his qualifying lap as well. So it should be good green flags. We will change the graphics in a moment too, guys. We do apologise for that. So here we go. Can Eckermeister now try and put the pressure on as well? Crawford is just coming up to the first corner now. This is one of those trickiest tracks of them all, because if you don't make that mistake, if you don't capitalise on these mistakes, especially at turn 1 and 2, it's absolutely appalling, should we say. It's absolutely appalling. I'm just trying to make sure I got that right. Yep. So here we go, Can Eckermeister now putting the pressure on massively. Got purple, but not the quickest in the first sector. Boy. So it's not the quickest in the first sector. So Eckermeister's just about to do the... This is the part where they get the DRS section. Now, I've not been told anything about the weather crew or anything like that, so I assume it's going to be a wet race, unless I've been told differently. So this is it, guys. Here comes Crawford now. He's just still green on the second sector, and we will have a time in a moment or two with 14 minutes left of the qualifying. We'll just watch this lap and then we'll have to turn off the graphics just for this evening. Sorry, guys. So let's see how Eckermeister can try and do the lap as well. Quite a few drivers who have not done the laps yet, which is a shock. Actually, Jamie Morris has just got the pole position time with a 1:40.3. Kieran McDonald was in second with 1:40.5. Eckermeister, who's just done a 1:40.9. Arthur has just done, or Hamblin as you call him, he's in fourth with, and then King, who's in third place. I'm just gonna have a quick look at some of the drivers itself. It looks like Charlie has just got himself up to second, sorry, with a 1:40.42, 4:12, I think 4:16, sorry. Carlsbury needs to try and push massively now. Snookster's got the fastest lap of the race now with a 140.306. That's a really, really good time from him, to be fair, especially in the intermediate conditions of the Paul Ricard track. It's absolutely atrocious from these guys as well, as in like from the racing on here itself. So Ninja's about to Giletto or J Thomas is in first place with a 1:39.435. So that's still steady on. So he's doing an absolute stellar of a job at the moment. So if you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live racing itself. Jamie Morris did improve his time. Same with Kieran D, who did fourth. So those guys have improved their times, just a little bit, but not enough. Not enough to get the pole position time. And I know it's just like 11 minutes 40 left, and it's just going to be absolutely insane stuff. Just watching Ninja now to do his lap. I was going to turn off the graphics, but I will probably leave it on for a little bit longer. Probably turn it off in a bit, just depending on how everything goes. But here we go, guys. Let's see how Nathan Carr can try and put the pedal to the metal onto that last corner, which is turn 15, I think it is. Yes, it was turn 15. If you can get a good time on that intermediates, yeah, Nathan Carr has just moved to 5th with a 140.410. So I'm just trying to see Charlie. Ooh, just lost the. Oh my God! What happened to Carsberry? Oh my God! Carsberry's spun. Carsberry has spun. Giletto's improved his time again with a 139.2. I'm trying to see where he's lost it. Well, which part of the track? Was that near the? Oh, that was at turn 12, I believe, or turn 11, 12. So it's that awkward, long right-hander to going through, and looks like King has left the session. So Cameron Armstrong is just about to do his lap now. Yeah, so fair play to Jay Thomas, who just got a pole position time with a 1:39.247. So guys, I'm so sorry, I'm gonna have to take the graphics off for now. So it's yeah. So here you go, guys. Let's have a look at the standings itself. So King has disqualified for parking in a dangerous location, even though he retired. So Bandit, who is going to be starting at the back of the grid with 17th place, he'll be absolutely livid, to be fair. Absolutely livid. Cameron, he's moved to 2nd place actually with 139.824, so that's a good time from him. Kieran D is in 5th at the moment, still doing his lap. It's invalidated. Oh, Ninja's invalidated his lap as well. Neymar, who's in 7th at the minute, is just on that DRS stroke coming up to turn 8. So this is the part where everything goes, guys. Everything goes. If you like what you see so far, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live racing itself. Will be a massive help. And also, we're aiming for at least 10 likes tonight. Aiming for at least 10 likes tonight on this video or this live stream. If you can, that'll be fantastic. Cheers, guys. Thank you so much. Neymar just got up to the last few corners. Well, at turn 11, then to turn 12. This is the part where I always get drifted too far wide into turn 12 and then try and get a good exit into turn 13, and it's always going to be a struggle. It's always going to be a struggle. I think that might be Alonso just moved to 4th. Has Alonso moved up to 4th? Yeah, he has. He's moved to 4th with a 140.231. So let's see how Neymar can try and do. And he moves up to 3rd actually. That's a good time. 1:39.899. And that is really, really good from the Mercedes drivers. So we've got 2 of the Mercedes drivers in the top 3 as things stand for the CWC Racing League, the F1 League. So at the moment, it's going so well for the Mercedes boys. So the 2 teams that I'm looking out for the most are the Ferrari team and the Alpine team, which is Cameron and Carlsbury for the Ferrari team, and then you got the Alpine of Robin, which is Chain Game Wow, and Fernando Alonso, which is in 5th place. Unfortunately, guys, I'm so sorry, he is not the real life Fernando Alonso, otherwise he would have been smashing the league by now. He would have smashed the league by now. So it's A Star Is Born, who is the only driver outside of the European continent to race for CWC Racing League. Neymar's just invalidated his lap, so let's have a look at Jamie Morris now. Jamie Morris is 600 quicker on this first sector, so at the moment a 139 exact. At the moment, exact 139 exact, 139.9 exact. So let's see how Jamie Morris can try and improve the second sector. A 10th quicker. So as things stand, Charlie's retired. Charlie has retired. So Charlie, Carlsbury and King have all gone with the DNFs or disqualifications during this session. But Jamie Morris could be hitting, I believe, the 139.7s. But that because Ninja has just completely stopped the Mercedes into the top 3. Oh, Jeremy Morris is going to the pits, so that's the shock. I thought he was going to carry on with the lap itself. So Ninja's just invalidated his lap, but he did a 139.7. But Jay Thomas, who's saying, look, mate, look, guys, I'm not being funny, but I'm killing this qualifying with 5/10. 5/10. That is insane. But I'd like to know where he's gaining those positions, or where he gained those times compared to Ninja and Cameron, who they're trying their best. Same with Neymar as well. So don't get me wrong, guys. Ninja is being. Oh, Kieran D has just got up to second with 139.631. So that's a good time from Kieran D. Where's Snook's invalidated his lap. Where's Robin? Robin's 5/10 quicker. So at the moment, a 140.2, which would move him up to 7th and could be ahead of his teammate in 7th place. So let's see how Robin can try and do in the 3rd sector. I always think, as I said earlier on, the 3rd sector has always been the trickiest one for me. Even though it's short, but it's that long right hand on turn 11, which is fine. But then it's just a build up to turn 12 where you try and cut in too early and you lose out massively. You cut in too late, go far, you're going to lose time. If you don't get the right spot or the right hit, then you're never going to hit it right. Changing Wild does hit to 7th place actually with a 139.961, so he's hitting under the 140s tonight. So still have a job from Robin, and Fernando Alonso in the top 8 as well. So Mikey, is Mikey going to improve, or is he just going to slow down? He's 600 quicker. We'll have a look at Mikey actually. Mikey's been, I don't know how to say this, Mikey's been really unlucky this season. Yes, there's been a few races where he's, couldn't make it, which is understandable. Yeah, flag set to 3. I'm not sure who that is. That might be one of the Ferraris. That might be Cameron actually. He must have had a spin at turn 10, and one of the Mercedes needs to get out of the way. I think. Well, the Ferrari needs to get out of the way from the Mercedes. That might be. Ooh, that might be Gillette actually. So Mikey's just come up to the 3rd sector, and he's trying to put everything he can. If he can get into the 39s, the high 39s, that'll be a still of a job. But look at those times, guys. Except for Gilletto, so from Kieran D, 139.6, all the way down to 11th is by a second. It's by a second. If you include Gillette, it'll be first to 8th. That'll be a second. That's just insane. Absolutely insane. Let's see how Mikey can try and do... Oh, a 40.2. He moves up to 9th. But he's already used 3 laps of that intermediates. And the rain... Unless I'm mistaken, the rain's still going on certain parts of the track. But I doubt it's going to be clear. Oh my god, the Mercedes driver just trying to warm up that tyre wear itself, and then did not see Echo Meister about to do his lap, so I don't know if that's going to compromise too much. If he's slow, we'll have to check. Oh, 900's quicker. So as things stand, we'll still be in 11th. We'll still be in 11th with 2 minutes 5 left of the qualifying. Can anyone try and stop JT Giletto, or J Thomas Giletto, who's in first place with a 139.247 in the intermediate condition situation as well. That's insane. Kieran D, that's where I like to see from him, because that's where he should be doing. Kai is in 16th. So Eckermeister has retired, so he's saying he can't improve his time. Is Micah going to improve? I've seen him already done his lap. Where's Ninja? Ninja's about to do his one and only final lap of the evening. And this is going to be do or die moments. He needs to try and find 5/10 from somewhere to stand any chance. He's very lucky. 2/10 quicker. He's 2/10 quicker. I think Neymar. Has Neymar come to 5th? Or Mikey? Let me go back to Mikey. I think Mikey's improved his time. Yeah, he has. He's improved his time with up to 6 with 139.9. Neymar's improving his time as well. Where's Ninja? Ninja's about to do his lap now. Come up to the second sector, into the third. 2/10 quicker still. 2/10 quicker. He will move up to second, but he will not get first place. And this is unbelievable stuff. We've got 25 seconds to go. We've got 25 seconds to go. Insane. You got Kaya. Inosla. Inosla? Kaya. Kaya 544 is him just retired from the session. I do apologise if you get that completely wrong. So Ninja's about to cross the line. He will not improve his time unless... Well, he won't do another lap actually, sorry. He moves up to second. Oh, he misses out by a 10th. He misses out by a 10th to JT Selector. Kieran D will not improve. Kieran D will not improve. Where's Cameron? Cameron is about 2/10 quicker. So at the moment, 39.6. Neymar improves his time with a 139.7. So he moves us up to 4th. Mikey does not improve. Mikey does not improve. He has retired from the session. Jamie Morris, who came back, he hasn't raced last week, but he is racing now. Cameron is just trying to improve his time. He's dropped down a few positions, was from 4th down to 6th, because Neymar and Jamie have both beaten Cameron at this moment in time. Well, Giletto's just gone ahead of Cameron on the track itself. Snookster, actually, Snookster's just got himself up to 3rd with a 139.549. That's a good time for the McLaren driver. Giletto's improved with a 138.872. Oh, Cameron has got up to 2nd. Cameron has got up to 2nd place with a 139 flat. So the Drivers' Championship leader is very lucky to get himself up to 2nd. Here are your short qualifying classification for the CWC Racer League, the F1 League at the French Grand Prix. You got Giletto, or J. Thomas Giletto is in first place. You got Cameron's in second, Ninja in third, Snooks in fourth, Kieran D is in fifth, Neymar is in sixth, Jamie Morris is in seventh, Arthur is in eighth, Mikey is in ninth, Robin is in 10th, Alonso, or Star is Born, is in 11th, Eckermeister is in 12th, Bivezia is in 13th, Charlie is in 14th, Carlsbury in 15th, Kaya is in 16th, Kai is in 17th, and King is the only one who's had the DSQ, but both Kai and Kaya have both had no times at all set during the qualifying. This should be an... well, I've not heard anything from the weather crew at all, so as far as I'm concerned, this is what we are going to be experiencing on. Actually, let me have a quick look at the weather. Oh, whoops. Got that completely wrong. Oh, it looks a dry race. It's a dry start, but let me... Oh, it's not loading up. I was hoping it would load up the weather itself, but not enough. Not enough. If it doesn't work, we'll have to try and get the confirmation later on. But again, guys, this is going to be insane because I think there'll be a few words of trying to get that car without any penalties galore, and we're about to start. It's a shame now we can't find out who actually pressed start. So it should be... So the guys are just slowly kicking in for their formation lap, and should be insane, to be fair. So yeah, we're going to do 27 laps at the French Grand Prix, or the Paul Ricard track, as we always say. So it's absolutely insane. We are looking for at least 10 likes tonight, guys. We're looking for at least 10 likes tonight. I'm not sure what's happened to Arthur and Mikey at the start, but they'll have cold tyres at the starting grid, so they'll be swamped at the start, unless there's others that have got the DSQ during that formation lap as well. So it's good to see JT in first. Should be having a good battle with Cameron for second, and Ninja, who was really unlucky last week. Really unlucky last week. Hopefully that issue with the Canadian Grand Prix, if it was, I think it was the Canadian Grand Prix, yeah. That was hopefully that memory will be gone. Hopefully it'll be a brand new start, brand new stuff as well. So see how it goes as well. Yeah, it was the Canadian Grand Prix. I was just double checking, guys, on the standings. It was the Canadian Grand Prix. JD Giletto is not wasting any time. He's just trying to make sure to try and get ready and go. So you can, it says that you can do the one stop, which is the medium hards, which I would expect that to be the medium hards, or you can do medium softs, but you have to manage that medium tyre up to its very, very best, and that is a big ask. That is a massive ask. But here we go, guys. They're slowly coming into the starting grid, and it'll be an interesting start because there's going to be insane stuff. So I wish everyone all the very best of luck for this evening. Who will try and win the French Grand Prix? That is a big question of it all. Would it be Giletto? Would it be Cameron? Would it be Ninja? Would it be any of the guys? That's the big question. Will King get into the podium? It's a big question of it all. Now, here we go, guys. We're just waiting for the lights to start up. 1 light, 2 lights, 3 lights, 4 lights, 5 red lights, and we are go! Has Giletto had a great start? He has. He's had a great start. Oh my god, what's going on at the back of the grid? There's been trying to get past as much as possible, but Giletto's holding on. Ninja's gone past Cameron. Ninja's gone past Cameron. Cameron's struggling. It looks like... Oh, there's been carnage at the back of the grid. Eckermeister, Fernando. And looks like Carspace dropped down as well. There's a couple of drivers who have had the spin at turn 1. They'll have to be checked by stewards. I couldn't catch who actually caught that, but I just saw a couple of cars just completely spun out. Let's have a look at the battle between Mikey and Robin. They're battling out for 8th and 9th respectively. It looks like the Red Bull ahead. Kieran D trying to put the pressure on Cameron, who's Snookster's dropped down to 11th. So Snookster's had a terrible start of the start of the race. I don't know whether he caught by any of the drivers itself, but unfortunately for him, he will try and push on massively. But watching Robin now, Robin's going to go around the outside. Same with the McLaren, the Mercedes and the Haas-car of Arthur. Neymar and Arthur, and looks like Mikey's trying to hold on. Arthur ain't messing about. He's trying to put the pressure on Neymar. I am trying to get everyone's TV time. I promise you that, guys. I'll try my best to get everyone's TV time. But King's had the biggest move at the moment. 16 or 17 to... No, sorry, 80 to 12th at the moment. And also Bivezia is going to the pits. So he must have had wing damage from the start of the race. So as things stand at the minute, it looks like Mikey's putting the pressure on Arthur for 7th place, and there's quite a few drivers who are all close to each other. King is getting close to Snookster for 11th. But yeah, it's just there's so much stuff that you could there's so much stuff that you could do. Oh my god, what's going on there? Gilletto's dropped down. Ninja's got himself up to first. That's a good move from Ninja. Now, can he try and hold on? That's the big question. Can he try and hold on? Because I really don't want to say this because it's going to be a commentator's curse. Kaya's dropped down to 16th from Eckermeister's moved to 15th as things stand. So Gilletto's putting a lot of pressure on Ninja for first, and then you got the battle for 3rd, 4th and 5th all heated up with Cameron, Kieran D and Jamie Morris for 3rd, 4th and 5th respectively. King is getting close to Snookster for 11th. Mikey getting close to Arthur for 7th place, but still watching the top 2 as things stand. Gilletto's had a great exit. He's had a great exit. He might have a 2-to-bed moment. Come on! Ninja's got the fastest lap of the race, but will Gilletto? Neymar's got the fastest lap, but Gilletto's got himself back up to first. That is a good move, actually. Alonso has got the fastest lap of the race with 1:33.500. We're going to watch this battle up to turn 8, and then going to check the back of the grid because there'll be I'll have to watch it from Neymar's point of view, actually, to see what he's going to try to put the pressure on Jamie Morris. As you just seen, about to cross over. Can Gilletto hold on, or will Ninja could have put the overtake mode on? Tadira should be active. He should be active. Not enough. Not enough to get past. So not enough to get past. King's moved up to 11th. Alonso's moved to 13th. So Jamie Morris putting the pressure on Kieran Day for 4th. Snookster trying to bounce back to King for 11th. But Jamie Morris is saying, what do I have to do to get past Kieran Day, who's just trying, and the Flying Scotsman, I have to catch him. Otherwise it's going to be choo-choo away. Oh my god, someone's just gone way wide. That might be Arthur. Arthur's just gone off track by the looks of things. Alonso moves up to 13. Kai's dropped down to 14th. But yeah, it's just Gilletto's just pulling away massively in first place with 1:33.467. That's where it all kicks off now. Can Ninja try and close the gap? That's the big question. Alonso dropped down to 14. Kai's dropped down, moved up to 13. Sorry. But this is the problem with this track. There's so much because you're getting close to each other. It's going to be a DRS train. So when watching it from Kieran D's point of view, he's getting close to. Jamie Morris is getting close to Kieran D for 4th. But because Kieran D's got the DRS, he can't make the move. So this is where the DRS train is activated. Kieran D's got a 3-second time penalty. Cameron's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. And Ninja's off! What's happened to Ninja? I noticed he was getting close to JD Toletto. He was 2/10 off. Now, I don't know whether he caught the curb and lost it completely, but unfortunately for him now, he's dropped down to 12th and he will have to go into the pits if he has lost his front wing by the looks of things anyway. Oh, Ninja. Come on, mate. Come on. You know you should be pushing, but I don't know whether you've had any... I don't know if you've got contact. If you did, I do apologise, but if you made a mistake at the curb... The curbs on this game is absolutely atrocious. Last game, you could attack it. You could attack it with force. Now, when you touch it, the car spins. Even if you just touched it, you just spins. So, and that's the worrying part of it all, to be fair. Kai's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So Ninja's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well. So it's just going from bad to worse for some of these drivers tonight. Cameron putting the pressure on Giletto for first, and you can see he's getting close, but not enough to get past. Let's see if Cameron can try and put the pressure on. Actually, let's see if Cameron can try and put the pressure on JT Giletto for first place. If you are watching what you're seeing, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live races itself. Cameron. Oh, I thought Cameron's going to go for the around the outside. If he did, that would have been one hell of a move. But Kieran D he's gonna pounce if these two make a mistake. This is getting close. Kieran D is right close to Cameron for second place. We're just watching it from his perspective. Carlsworth's getting close to trying game well for 8th place. Look at Cameron, he's just getting all that DRS as much as possible. Look at Giletto, he'll get the corner. He'll get the corner, but it's like as soon as the straight lines. Cameron's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So he's got another penalty. Yes, he's got 6 seconds with a penalty. Same with Kai. Kai SF1. Who's in 14th place with 6 seconds with the penalties. Giletto's also got the 3-second time penalty as well. Same with Kieran D and same with Ninja as well. So they're all close to each other, which is good. And Cameron making a move into first. Yes! What a move from Cameron. But it's Giletto making the move again. Chain game well's gone. A 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So I would not be surprised if all drivers. Get at least one penalty tonight. Carlsbury is moving up slowly. The silent Finn, or Kimmy Finn, back in the day, is in 8th with a... Oh, what's happened to Giletto? Giletto must have lost the... Oh my god, 2 in the bed. Kieran's got to be careful not to lose it. What a move, actually. That is a brilliant move from the Flying Scotsman. But is Giletto going to put the pressure on? And while this is going on, guys, you've got this battle going. And then just behind, you've got Arthur, who's in that train as well. Oh my god, they're trying to avoid that slipstream as much as possible. Oh my god, it's changing out. Oh, what's going on there between Robin and Carlsbury? They're both wheel banging. They're not giving each other room. And then now you got King who's putting the pressure on massively for 8th place. So here we go. Can we see any shocks along the way? It looks like King is going to get close. He might have the overtake actually. Oh my god! Both King and Robin. That could have been a nasty accident. King was in the side to try and make the move. I don't know whether Robin saw King last minute, but he had to make the manoeuvre move to avoid it as much as possible. Charlie's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. You got Snooks to putting the pressure on Ninja for 11th. So yeah, it's just all heated up massively. Cameron's pulling away from Kieran D for 2nd. Giletto, who had that mistake at turn 12. I'm not sure what happened to him at turn 12 actually. But Cameron's got the fastest of the race now with 1:33.099. So yeah, so majority of the drivers, top 6, 2nd to 6 are a bunch. Then you got the 7th battle towards 7th to 10th. And then you got another battle in the mid-pack, or below mid-pack. Neymar's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I'll just check the penalties actually. No, not another, sorry, I do apologise mate, I do apologise. He has a 3-second time penalty, the first 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings as well. But yeah, it looks like Giletto's got himself back up to 2nd. Getting ahead of Kieran D with that DRS, and I think Kieran D is going to try and go for it. I'm trying to see some good overtakes, which I've seen, but it's just not enough to what I expected. So can Giletto now put the pressure on to pull away and try and catch up to Cameron, who's lost out massively. But then again, these guys who are, you know, with the penalties, oh, yellow flag set to 3, not sure who that's for. I think that might be King. So he must have had a mistake, or he must have had contact with some of the drivers, so he's dropped himself down to 14th. He was having a good start of the race actually, but this battle for the 2nd place is absolutely heated up, because obviously Cameron is trying to find 6-second gap between himself and the rest of the crew. Whilst all the others, I mean, Jamie Morris hasn't got a penalty just yet. Snooks has moved up. Ninja's out! Ninja is out of the race, and he must have lost it at turn 2. So I would not be surprised if we get a safety car. But as things stand at the minute, it's not a safety car. It is not the safety car. So that'll be happy for some of the drivers itself. Where's Jamie? Jamie's putting a lot of pressure on Kieran D. But as I said earlier on, you can't afford to make any silly mistakes. And because of this, they're in the DRS train. You can't get rid of that DRS train. Kieran D is trying to save his ERS. As you saw from the braking line, he did see there was some, you know, trying to push on. It looks like Kai's got 9 seconds with a penalty, so he's having a torrid time with the penalties itself. And King and Kai are swapped places for 12th and 13th, and that was at turn 12, I think. Cameron's already pitted. Joey, how you doing, mate? You're right. It's just damn already so much penalty. Yeah, this track, if you watched it from the start, this track is penalties galore. If you don't manage your track awareness, you're gonna get, and you cut in the corners, you're gonna get caught. And look at that, Arthur's got another penalty. I'll find out how many seconds of penalties he has got just for now. But as things stand at the minute, these are all separated, and it's all getting close at the top of the race, or top of the chart, should I say. Joe, sorry for not being there, by the way. It's fine, mate. It's fine. If you can't be there, you can't be there. King has retired. So something was happening. Snooks has got a penalty, but he's in 9th place at the moment. Eckermeister's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. I tell you what, I'm just going to leave it at the... well, Kaya 544 has got a penalty as well, 3-second time penalty. I did say earlier on, I will not be surprised if we get penalties galore in this race. I will not be very, very surprised. But Jamie's the only one. Oh, what's happened? Oh, Mike is going to the pit. I was going to say, Mike has just shot up to first then for some strange reason. So Mike is in the pits. You can see Jamie's trying to say to Kieran D, look mate, I'm here. I'm going to make that move if you don't push. But with this DRS train going, it's mad. Let's have a look at Alonso now. Alonso's getting close to Snookster, who's in 7th place. You got Arthur and Changeng Wow just ahead there. As you can see, let's just watch this battle. Actually, this could be a good overtake to watch. And also just behind as well, the McLaren and Alonso. Oh, spun! Alonso's spun! Alonso has spun! He must have touched the ERS a tad too early. And because of that, he's dropped down to 10th. King's dropped down to 13th. I don't know whether he is actually back in the racing. I doubt it very much. But yeah, Bivezia has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple ones. Jamie Morris has moved to 2nd. He has moved himself up to 2nd, getting ahead of the Flying Scotsman. The tyre wear should be fine. The tyre wear should be fine. Because the tyre for the medium should, for a fresh one. Oh my God. Both these drivers trying to get ahead of each other. But Jamie Morris has just got ahead. And now JT Tiletto has moved away and saying, look guys, if you're getting the pits, I'm going to pull away massively. Is Jamie carrying on? No. Who's that? That's Arthur and Robin. Arthur and Robin are having a good battle for 2nd and 3rd now, while the guys are all in the pits. We'll do the comparison in a moment or two, guys. We'll do the comparison in a moment or two. So Changeng Wow. Oh, I'm worried. I was worried about that corner, to be fair, because so is Changeng Wow Robin making the move? No, he's just trying to wait for Arthur to make a mistake. But Kai, who's moved to 5th, but he will lose out massively on the positions depending on how everyone is at the moment. Mikey's getting close to Eckermeister for 7th. Against Jamie Morris is in 6th place, but I'm just still watching Robin trying to make the move. He might have a chance actually. Oh, nearly made the move. Mikey's moved to 7th. Against Neymar's moved to 8th. Eckermeister drops down to 9th, so he's having a torrid time with this overtaking galore. And that was at turn 10, I believe. Neymar's moved to 7th. Actually, I'm going to watch this battle. These two are driving side by side. To the bed moment. Neymar just go ahead. Neymar's just go ahead. Is Jamie Morris going to the pits? I wonder. Oh no, he isn't it? Oh, that was Eckermeister. So all the drivers should be in. So yellow flag set to 3. That is a Mercedes. I think that might be Alonso again. So Giletto, Kai, King, and Kaya 544. Those are the only drivers left who have got no stop yet, and they will have to do a pit stop for it. Let's have a look at Neymar now. Neymar's getting close to Jamie Morris. Is in 4th. Will he have a chance to make the move? It's a bold move! It's side by side! Oh, fair play, Neymar! Fair play! That, without even touching another car. That's what I love about the overtake moves. As long as it's perfect and keeping it perfect as well. Insane. Well done, Neymar. Absolutely insane. Brilliant move. Absolutely brilliant move. Jamie is going to try and get himself back into this. So at the moment, the biggest mover at the moment is Kai, but he's got 12 seconds worth of penalties. So he'll drop himself right down, probably right down to possibly 11th, the way he looks. Cameron's got the fastest up in the race now with 132.852. Neymar's now got the fastest up in the race with 132.270. Oh, indeed! This is smashing. Can Neymar now put the pressure on Kai for third place? He will have. Well, if it was stayed like this, he would have had third. But look at Jamie. Jamie's not messing about. He's going to try and make the move. Oh my god. So Neymar is going to try and make the move onto Kai. Could be a 2 in a bad moment onto turn 8. DRS should be active. Kai will be fantastic. We'll just say fantastic. He'd be fuming not to make. He might lose 2 positions if he doesn't watch. He's still watching from Jamie's point of view. No, 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 no! Oh my god, this is going to be insane! Jamie's got the inside line. Jamie's got the inside line. And I'll tell you what a move! Alonso's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. So, insane. Fair play, Jamie. Fair play. That was... I thought trying to make the moves done as soon as possible. Oh, Ninja. I feel for you, man. I feel for you. Like, as in... I don't know what happened to you, but I don't know whether you've had contact or lost the car at turn 2. But... hopefully he'll be bouncing back next week, all being well. Kai's got another time penalty as well, so yellow flag set to 3. That is, I believe, Charlie. Charlie's dropped down. Kira D has just got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. We've got yellow flag set to 1. Not sure who that is for. Not sure who that is for. Yes, the car's got 15 seconds. So Mikey, Jamie Morris are the only ones who, at the moment in the top 10 who've had no penalties. Same with Colesbury actually, and King. Fair play to those drivers. Fair play as well. Got that battle at the back. Looks like Snookster actually. Yeah, Snookster and Arthur. Charlie is left the session, so I don't know if Charlie's going to carry on racing. Is he... oh my god, Snook! Snook! Oh, yes! 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 What a move! Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant move from Snook. Fantastic stuff. Ninja says tyres were done after my spin. Lost it completely on my own on exit of the chicane. Oh. Okay. Oh, indeed. Oh my god, who's that? It's Kai losing out to Mikey for 5th. Yes, he is. He's losing out to 5th. But Kai, with that hard tyre, is already doing 15 laps. He's going to do the hard, soft scenario. Neymar on that soft tyre. So he's going to do the medium soft run. Hopefully that's not going to compromise too much from his perspective. But the tyre wear is absolutely atrocious. The tyre wear is absolutely atrocious. So is Kieran D trying to close the gap onto Kai. Cameron's got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. This is kind of like Canada again for Cameron. He's got to be careful not to lose out so much. And Kai's lost it. Kai's lost it at turn 9. A massive cut of that corner. Massive cut. Arthur's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. But yeah, Ninja, if you're still there, I need to talk to you about the graphics again. If you're still there. So Mikey, Kai, and Amedee's got a good exit at turn 12. I thought he was going for it to Kai for 6th place, but not enough to make the move. Giletto is now finally pitted, but he'll be on the softs. Yellow flag set to 3. That is, I believe, Colesbury. So Colesbury's having a torrid time at the minute. Oh, Kai holding on for 5th. Yeah, Colesbury looks like he just reset himself onto track. So Kai is under a lot of pressure from Kieran D. Kieran D is not having any of it, but he should have the DRS. Colesbury's out. Colesbury has retired from the session, but he's doing it in the pits. He is doing the pits. Kieran D should have the... Oh my God, Kieran. It's my heart's in my mouth a couple of times. And Neymar is getting closing the gap to Jamie Morris. Oh my God, he's got the inside line. Jamie Morris holding on for dear life. Yellow flag set to 1. I think that might be Colesbury just coming out of the pits, the computer one. Snookster and Arthur are swapped places for 8th and 9th. And Giletto's dropped down. Giletto's moved up to 6th. Kieran D drops down to 7th. Well, actually, what's happened to Kieran D? Oh, he's spun! Kieran D has spun! And his tyre wear is going to lose out massively. I don't know whether he had any contact or anything like that, but Kieran D's dropped himself down to 12th, and he's having one of those strange seasons where you'd expect him to do well this season, and Kieran D has retired. I'm not surprised. So the two former championship contenders from last season, they're both out from last season. They're both out in a matter of 1 lap, which is a shame because it was I don't know whether he did have contact, but by the looks of things, I think I will not be surprised if there is. Arthur's got ahead of Snookster on that DRS straight, and he's done it with ease. Snookster will have to try and bounce back. He's got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Jamie is on the verge of winning the French Grand Prix if it stays like this, depending on how he gets close, depending on how the battle between himself and Neymar for 2nd and 3rd. Echo Meister has got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. The soft tyres are going to be impatient if they don't get past these hard tyres as quickly as possible. Looks like Giletto's going for the 2 in the bed, Marwan. Giletto's got the fastest of the race now with 131.6. Kaya 544 has got another 3-second time penalty. So Mikey could not do anything about that DRS train with that soft tyre run. So unfortunately now he's dropped himself down to 5th. But if he can keep up with the soft tyres, he's got a good chance. He's got a good chance of finishing in the top 3 for the first time since ages, to be fair. Arthur's got another... Right. Penalties galore. So Cameron's got 12 seconds. Kai SFF1 has got 18 seconds. He's got to be careful not to... lose out massively. The two Mercedes boys! Giletto and Neymar. I don't know whether that was team orders or what, but fair play to Giletto. He's just gone ahead of his team, and that could have been a catastrophic moment. So now Neymar had the chance to close the gap onto Jamie and could not capitalise. Now, I see Neymar's going into the pits. So now this is a chance for Gilletto to put the pressure on Jamie Morris in the next few laps. I'm not sure if Jamie Morris had lost a bit of the momentum, but he's lost a bit of time. He was about 5 or 8 tenths, but then all of a sudden he just completely lost the car. I don't know if the ghost cars caused a bit of havoc, but at the moment, as you can see, he's under a lot of pressure from Gilletto. I'm just going to watch it from his perspective, and then I'm going to watch Snook quickly. Jamie Morris already. Jamie Morris trying to get defensive, then going to back himself back to the racing line. So Gilletto has now moved to second. So now, if Jamie Morris can try and be within 3 seconds of Gilletto, this will be fantastic for him. Unless Gilletto gets any more penalties, but Cameron will not be in the top 3 as it stands. It looks like it might be Gilletto, Jamie Morris and Mikey for now. Let's have a look at Snook. Snook is getting right close to Arthur. Robin's got another 3 second time penalty for multiple warnings. So I told you guys, this is penalties galore. But now it's insane. It's absolutely insane. We've got this battle going on, and then we also got the battle for Jamie Morris and Gilletto for second and third. Can Snook finally be able to close the gap onto Arthur? So Snook is just saying, what do I have to do to get past him? Eckermeister has dropped down to 11th. Alonso's back up to 10th. So Arthur trying to keep that car on track. Still watching it from Snook's point of view, because Snook's had a great qualifying. He must have had a contact from the start, but now Arthur is going to have to be on the racing line. You have to stay on the racing line, while Snook is going himself up to 6th. That's a good move actually from the DRS activation. So this is the only closest battle we've got now. Is Arthur going to try and bounce back? That's the big question of it all. That's the big question, guys. If you like what you see so far, please make sure you like and subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live racing itself. That's all I ask, guys. That's all I ask. Just enjoy it. But I will say this now. If Cameron somehow survives in the top 3, then something ain't right. And it's not him, I promise you that. But when you've got a 12-second penalty or an 18-second penalty or whatever, the way it looks at the minute, he will be outside the top 3. But if the gap gets bigger and bigger before the end of the race, and he's within the 12 seconds, that's insane. Even he was gobsmacked last week when he said, I don't know how I got 15 seconds or whatever amount of penalties I had, but still got within the top 6 and had to pit twice as well. So I can understand that. Just watching Arthur now putting the pressure on Snook for the DRS zone. This is going to be a late break in. No, he's going to try and keep it ease. Fair play, Arthur. Fair play. He's going to put the pressure on the two McLaren boys who are in 5th and 6th, but that could all change. That could all change. But Gilletto is 3.4 seconds gap. Arthur is trying to see what Snookster's going to try and do to his teammate. Is his teammate going to keep going? Let me have a look at the tyre actually. So Kai's already done 21 laps already on that hard tyre. Actually, has he already pitted? No, he hasn't. Ah, that's why. Snookster's getting himself ahead. Kai's dropped down to 6. That's great teamwork on the McLaren boys. So Kai, he's got 21 seconds worth of penalties. He's got to be careful not to. He could get a DSQ if he doesn't watch it. He could get a DSQ if he doesn't watch it. This is insane stuff now. Looks like Arthur's he's going to put the pressure on. And he does make the move to Kai, and he does. Brilliant stuff. Ewan, how you doing, mate? You're ISIS. I think Cam and Kai should pay more attention to the white lines. Big boys won. Yeah, I mean, it's not just them two, mate. It's pretty much everyone. I know they've had 12 and 21 seconds, but you got Arthur with 9 seconds worth of penalties. You got quite a few people who are on 6 seconds worth of penalties as well. So, and Kaya's got another penalty, so he's got 9 seconds. So this track is penalty galore. And at the moment, Mikey and Jamie Morris are the only ones who have had no penalties at all. Yellow flags. Kaya has retired. He's crashed. Oh no, sorry, he's not crashed. I think he's retired in the pits. Yeah, it is. He's retired in the pits. Getting ahead of myself there. So he's retired in the pits, and he knows that he had like 9 seconds. Bivezia has got another 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Let's have a look at Arthur now, putting the pressure on. Alonso's got the fastest up the race now with a 131.061. So this is going to be interesting. The battle for the win is between Gilletto and Jamie Morris. If Jamie Morris can get within 3 seconds, yellow flag set to 1. Oh, actually, no, it's 6 seconds. Sorry, I take that back. I thought Gilletto still had the 3 seconds. So at the moment, Jamie Morris is without doubt. At the moment, could be on for his another for a good win at the French Grand Prix. So unless Gilletto does lots of qualifying, I'm saying this again, lots of qualifying scenarios, and Arthur's making a move on the inside. Brilliant move, actually. I don't know if there was any contact, but doesn't look like it because Snook is not messing about. He wants to try and make the move on the inside line. Ooh, that was close. The way it looked in that camera view, that was close. Cameron is borderline running out of fuel. Oh, Cameron's out! I just looked away for 1 second. Now Cameron is out. Cameron is out of the French Grand Prix. What's happened to him? How do you see their fuel? Tom, it's because Amadei is still in the session. I can still put the telemetry on for you guys as well. But I can't see the fuel on my end, so I can't really show. Jamie Morris has got Jamie Morris has got a 3-second time penalty, so now he's under a lot of pressure to put the pressure on to get. I see. Oh yeah, I know about the yellow indicator of the fuel, but I'm on about like the actual fuel fuel login on the screen. So Cameron has left the session. I will not be surprised. Arthur getting himself ahead of Snookster again for 4th. Neymar's gone ahead of Kai for 7th, but Arthur. Oh my God, this is getting close. This is getting really, really close. So Snookster's going to try and have to hold on to the racing line, and he does make the move. So Arthur now makes the move into 4th. How are the penalties looking? The penalties, the way it looks at the moment, Jerry Morris will be. Actually, let me have a look at. Let me just change the leader. Oh, this is going to be quite interesting, actually. It just all depends on how Gilletto, Jamie Morris and Mikey are going to try and survive this as well. So we're on the final lap, guys. We're on the final lap of the evening. Eckermeister got a 3-second time penalty for multiple warnings. Kai has got 21 seconds and he's on borderline DSQ. Gilletto has dropped down. What's happened to him? Oh, Gilletto's made a mistake. He's either made a mistake and he's gone wide, and now Jamie Morris is going to be on for. Actually. Yeah, yellow flag's at the wall. I'm not sure where that is, but Jamie Morris could be on for his first win. Gilletto's got 10 seconds worth of penalties. So Mikey could be on. Right. Now this is where it gets all heated up, guys, because these two drivers, Mikey and Jamie Morris, these have had historical moments of battles with the Williams team in like quite a few seasons ago. Will Mikey spoil Jamie Morris's day? He has to find 2 seconds from somewhere. I feel bad for Gilletto because he had a stunning race. He had a fantastic race. And Gilletto's got another 3-second time penalty. And here we go, guys. I won't say any more, depending on how Mikey can try and do. At the moment, Jamie Morris will cross the line, and he'll be delighted at the minute because he will finish off as the winner of the French Grand Prix. We're just waiting for Mikey to finish off. He misses out by a second. But well done to Jamie. Well done to Jamie for finishing off in first. Now this is where. Oh my God, the fuel! Oh, there's fuel! Is Arthur... So Arthur finishes in 3rd with no fuel at the end. Snookster finishes in 4th. Neymar finishes in 5th. Chang Wow is in 6th. Gilletto in 7th. Alonso, who's about to cross the line, in 8th. Oh my God, there's quite a few drivers who have lost fuel on the last lap. Okay, so Kai's got another 10 seconds worth of penalties. So Eckermeister will finish off in 10th and will hold on to finish off in those points as well. So that is quite interesting. I have never seen that before. Obviously with the fuel you can't manage it anymore. You can't manage the fuel. It's either standard or overtake. So you can't like try and save fuel as much as possible. But well done to Jamie Morris, who out of nowhere had a great battle with Gilletto. He was worried that he was going to lose out that position, but then you got Mikey, who's gone ahead of Gilletto in the last in the second sector, and he was put under a lot of pressure. And then Arthur, all of a sudden, now got himself into the top 3 after penalties as well. And there's quite a few drivers who lost fuel. That's surprising, to be fair. So here you go, guys. This is your race classification for the French Grand Prix, for the CWC Racing League, the F1 League, on the LeagueRacing TV channel. Jamie Morris will finish off as a winner in first. You got Mikey in second, no penalty. Well done to him. Give him a round of applause, guys, because that is insane at the French Grand Prix. Arthur in third, Snookster in fourth, Neymar fifth, Chang Wow sixth, Gilletto in seventh, Alonso eighth, Eckermeister ninth, Kai is in 10th. Bevezia in 11th. King did retire earlier on. Charlie did retire. I think he did retire as well. Cameron did. Kai, I'm not sure what happened to him. Kieran D did retire. Carsbury and Ninja have had the DNF as well. So, guys, we'll be back for the interviews. Don't go anywhere, guys. We'll be right back, and we'll do the interviews as quickly as possible. So, see you in a bit. Alright guys, good evening everyone. We have just done the French Grand Prix and I hope everyone's all entertained and had an absolutely belt of a race. It was exciting up to the last lap. It was all excitement because there was unbelievable stuff as well, because the penalties have been absolutely I did say that this track was penalties galore, and it did not surprise me. I said I will not be surprised if we had all drivers had the penalties itself. But Mikey, who's one of the drivers, is in here as well as King, but King has left the session, so I'm not going to count on him. But Mikey was the only one intact with no penalties at all, so that's impressive in that track as well. So we're going to go through to speak to Jamie Morris, who's the winner of the French Grand Prix, then Mikey, and if Arthur does have a mic with him, if not, I'll have to try and sort something out for next time, and I've got to shoot after this. So Jamie, how you doing, mate? You alright?
Good, thanks, mate. And you?
Not too bad, not too bad. I bet you was under a well, you did everything you could to put a lot of pressure to Gilletto in during that stint, like the last stint. But did you expect that to happen tonight?
Both Mercedes went to the soft compound tyres. I was expecting 10 laps to go for one of them, Gilletto, and I was like, 10 laps to go on the softs is not ideal, but he might make it. But I knew I didn't have to fight him too hard, just keep it behind. I couldn't keep it behind, he was too quick, but I had to try to keep it behind as much as I can. And when he got past me, all I had to do was like try and stay in his DRS range or 3-second gap because he had a penalty. And I knew those soft tyres were coming to an end soon, so I was like, just be patient and it'll come back to you, which it did. And the other Mercedes put pressure on me early in the race as well, and I had a good battle with him. I think it was Neymar
yeah.
And he put up a good fight with me, and I didn't realise Gilletto stayed out there on those medium compound tyres. I thought we all pitted, and when I saw him in the pits, I was like, hold up, has he pitted twice? I was like, no, it's his first stop because he went out mediums for that long. So I was like, oh crap, I got to fight Gilletto now on a brand new set of softs. With Mikey down there with Kais, I was hoping those two could hold him up as much as they can, but they couldn't on those old hards. So when he was catching up, I knew he would overtake me, and all it was about was just staying within the 3-second gap and coming back to me towards the end. Because same with Cam, he was racking up so many penalties, and I was like, there's no need for me to push, just keep it nice and clean, no need to like overdo it. I've got the gaps, I've got it all in my hands really, and yeah, it's all played out to me after the pit stops.
Yeah, and you're rightly so. Everything went to plan for after the pit stops itself. But I think the pressure was. I did not realise until I looked again. You was right that there was a 3-second gap for the penalties itself. But overall, there was an issue. There was another penalty that Gilletto had, so it was 6 seconds of the gap. But then you had the 3-second, so it was kind of, you did everything you could, and then you had the 3-second. Then it was panic stations in that situation. Was that correct from your perspective?
Let's just say I was too overconfident and too calm. I was basically not really, I was paying attention, but not as much attention as I should have been. And one of those corners caught me out, and I got a 3-second tap. It was like, oh, now I've got to start pushing and concentrate, because if Gilletto's tyres were still good enough to push ahead of me, he's got a chance to build that 3-second gap, but never happened. So yeah. I just managed to get back in a comfortable zone, and all I was worrying about now was Mikey, because he was catching me towards the end of the race. And yeah, Mikey did a fantastic job from P9 to P2. He was in that train with me.
Yeah, I have to go. Jamie, will you do my interview for me? I really have to go.
Oh, okay.
Sorry. Yeah,
I didn't know, Mikey. Should have told me at the start. Sorry.
Yeah, no, I didn't know either. So.
Oh yeah, yeah. That was Mikey, guys. Cheers for that.
Thank you.
Yeah. No, go on then, Mikey. Go on. I'll let you go.
See you guys.
See you later. But yeah, I did. If Mikey told me at the start, I would have done him first. But yeah, Jamie, it was a good job from you to put the pressure on. And I was just about to ask before Mikey left. When Mikey got passed into second, did you put under a lot of pressure from that situation where, I know the gap was like 2 seconds, but it was going down a bit at each of the corners on the last lap. Did you had a quick look every time to figure out where he was?
Oh yeah, for sure. The last sector, it wasn't under too much pressure. I was okay. I knew I couldn't build a 1.9 second gap in the last sector, so I just had to remain calm and focused. And yeah, it was all like, today it was just about getting less penalties, making no mistakes, and just being patient because I was stuck in that DRS train and saw Cam pulling away in the first part, and he pitted before all of us, and I was just nervous because I had to get past those guys as quick as possible. Amity and Gelato, which is quite difficult because I didn't want to use all my EOS because I know bite me back at the end with the lack of it, but all paid out in the end. Others made quite a few mistakes, and yeah, that's what got me the win today.
But yeah, it's a good win for you actually. I'm just double checking the standings again just to be on the safe side. Where are you? Jamie, this is your first win of the season. You had your first podium back in Bahrain with that third place. Then you had 10 points at Spain. Then you had obviously 2 DNFs or did not start in those situations from Azerbaijan and Canada. But yeah, you did well to get your first win of the season. So are we going to see more Jamie in the top 3, or are you just going to see how it goes throughout the season?
It definitely boosts my confidence up for sure, because I know last season I was just struggling so much, and this is a massive confidence booster, and hopefully I can keep it up. I know I've got the pace, but I made quite a few mistakes as you've seen in the past, and today it proves that I've still got it, and whenever I need it I can do it. So hopefully you'll see more of this in the next upcoming races, and it should be a good one because I've had bad luck. Like, Spain was a misery. Arguably I could have won that race, but I didn't. It was the wrong strategy.
Yeah.
Baku, Charlie took my front wing off. Not his fault, it was just one of those things. I could have won that race too, or came second at least. So there was a few times I could have been there, but bad luck or wrong strategies got in my way. Yeah. This time I've managed to play it perfectly. I only made one mistake, which was in the pit lane, because I was running 56 brake biased, and I was braking while I was turning, so the car was sliding, the rear was sliding. I almost got a speeder penalty or was spun, so that was a major mistake for me. But other than that, it's been perfectly fine. And when Mikey pit before me, I knew I had to go in the pit lane. Luckily, I just got out ahead of him.
You're lucky though. You're absolutely lucky, to be fair. So, but overall, mate, congratulations for winning the French Grand Prix. Unfortunately, obviously Arthur's got no mic, so unfortunately we couldn't speak to him during the interview. And we was mentioned to start off with Mikey, but unfortunately he had to shoot off. So I'm not sure why. But if he told me at the start, we would have done his first and doing Jamie's next. So, but yeah, here we go, guys. I'm going to shoot off, and yeah, cheers, Jamie, for winning the French Grand Prix, and I hope you do very well in the next few races coming up soon. All right, nice one. Right, I am your host with the most, Malk. That was the CWC Race League, the F1 League at the French Grand Prix. Next week, I believe, if I'll just turn off the standings. Sorry about that, guys. Next week, I believe we're at Austria. I think it's Austria.
I'm not sure.
I think it's Austria. Yeah, so I think it's Austria that we're at next week. So, yeah, see how it goes. Yeah, probably. For the final time, I'm asking, guys, please make sure you like and subscribe to the LeagueRacing TV channel for all the live races, and make sure you like this stream. We're aimed for at least 10 likes tonight. It'll be a massive help for me, for LeagueRacing TV, and for CWC as well at the same time. Cheers for that, guys. I'm going to shoot off. See you all next week. Ta-ra a bit. Bye-bye. We'll be stopped in a minute.